Hey guys, I was recently reading this exercise science article, and the author of this article was saying that there's one particular exercise that if you could just do one, it would hit more parts of the body and you would get more bang for your buck than anything else you could do. And I was like, which exercise is he going to mention? And what he said was it was the burpee. And if you've ever done a burpee, it's where you basically drop to the ground, go into a push-up, get back up, jump up into the air, and then do the same thing and do it for 8, 10, 15, 20 times, and you will see very quickly it is a total body workout. I remember my wife and I, when we did CrossFit before COVID, that we did burpees all the time. And man, you paid a heavy price because it was a great workout. And I thought about what is the burpee when it comes to personal development and professional development. And as I thought about it, I think I know what it is. I think the burpee for personal and professional development is public speaking. Think about all the things it involves that you've got to develop and you've got to be good at. You got to be able to crystallize a main idea that you want to talk about. You got to be able to be organized in terms of laying out the flow of what it is that you're going to be talking about now. You got to be able to think rationally to build an argument to support kind of the main idea that you're trying to discuss. You've got to know how to be creative, how to illustrate the presentation, being able to use quotes or statistics or tell stories. You've got to be able to overcome the apprehension that most people, not all people, but most people feel about getting up in front of a group of people and publicly speaking in front of them. Learning to overcome the mental inhibitions and fears that are there of what if I bomb, or what if I look stupid, or whatever those things are that we tell ourselves. Overcoming that mental hurdle is significant. And then learning to be able to communicate clearly without a lot of bad habits along the way, the ums and the stutters and the filler words. It's so easy to fill whenever people are speaking. Think about that. All of those things have to be developed and worked on simultaneously in order to be able to give a great presentation. So why do I say that? I say that because if there's one thing that you might think about doing next year, since we're coming into a new year here pretty soon, think about what could you do to do more public speaking, to really stretch yourself, challenge yourself. Maybe it's something kind of in the community. Maybe it's speaking at the Chamber of Commerce, or maybe a Rotary Club, or whatever those organizations are in your community that are looking for speakers. Picking a topic that you know something about and letting them know you'd be open to coming and speaking sometime. Maybe it's actually speaking at an industry-related conference that's part of your job, and submitting an abstract and being willing to speak at a breakout session. Maybe it's just in your own company. You are in a meeting every week. Maybe you lead a meeting every week. Rather than sitting down at the table and just leading the meeting and facilitating it each time, what if every once in a while you just got up, went to a whiteboard, and took the first 10 minutes or so and made it a presentation for yourself, where you're actually trying to teach them something and practice your skills of communicating to a group of people. I think public speaking is one of the greatest things you can do to harness and refine so many different skills that are required to be a great leader. So as you think about next year, think about this as one of your goals. What can I do next year to speak 1 or 2 or 4 or whatever times next year they're going to help me to continue to elevate my skills and my leadership and face some things that maybe I don't want to face, but that I will be better for it. I promise you, if you do that, you will not regret it.